Iconic sportsman Thomas Augustus Robinson was laid to rest today. The sports world's finest turned out to bid final farewell to a man they looked to as a forerunner and a father figure. As tributes poured in today, the common theme was Robinson's pace-setting accomplishments, which will outlive the 74-year-old pioneer. Candido Knowles tells us more about the final tribute.
He's been hailed the Godfather of Bahamian athletics, an accolade many believe is most fitting for the late Thomas A. Robinson, who was laid to rest today at the Eastern Cemetery. Mr. Robinson passed away more than a week ago after losing his battle with cancer. He was 74. During a state-recognized funeral service at Christ Church Cathedral today, he was remembered for his great contribution to the sporting community and his overall contributions to national development. But more than that, Mr. Robinson was saluted for the great legacy he leaves behind.
I have already had occasion to publicly lament the passing of my dear friend Tommy Robinson, hailing him as a trailblazing track star of world renown, a mentor and father figure for successive generations of Bahamian athletes, an extraordinarily devoted patriot, and when the full measure of his life is taken, as an icon for the ages. Tommy was and is and shall forever remain all of those things and more. His fame and his name are deeply and permanently embroidered into the tapestry of our nation's proudest history. He was one of the greats. His legacy looms larger than his own life. His place in the annals of Bahamian history is secure.
In a tribute fitting for a statesman, Prime Minister Perry Christie talked about his friendship with Mr. Robinson, which he says spanned the last 50 years. And although both men were on opposing sides of the political divide for most of their adult life, Mr. Christie insisted that the politics never got in the way of their relationship. And while the Prime Minister's tribute was heart-rending, it was the tribute delivered by his children, Erica and Robbie, that was perhaps the most touching part of the service.
My daughter, Haley, asked me if I knew what was going to happen to Papa. I said, "What do you mean, baby?" She said, "When Papa is put in the ground, the angels are going to come up and lift his hands and take him to heaven." Well, Haley, Papa's going to be looking down on us, all from heaven.
To God be the glory. Great
things he has done.
The prominent theme in Archdeacon Kingsley Knowles' poetic sermon on Wednesday was running life's race, telling all those gathered that running the race is about living in grace. That, he says, is how Mr. Robinson lived.
Tommy Augustus did this so well. And of all the things that people may say about this athlete, this athletic, intellectual giant of a man, his humble approach is paramount in defining his character.
And although Thomas Robinson might be gone, he will certainly not be forgotten. Candido Knowles, ZNS Network News.